Barbados is in more problems than we thought.
I
Look at this.
understand that there's tremendous economic value for any beachfront in whole town, but can we save some of it for us? Even if we don't keep the police station there, my personal view is that this should always be publicly accessible land. Everywhere else along the West Coast, because coastal development in Barbados, particularly on the West Coast, since the 1950s, has allowed wealthy, usually foreign developers to come and build wall to wall to wall to wall to wall.
To accommodate Mr. Reid's appointment, I've asked, and she has agreed, Dr. Crystal Haynes, to be able to allow us to manage the exigencies of these appointments, and therefore Mr. Reid will replace her as a senator in the Honourable Senate of the Barbados Parliament.
Even within your own cabinet is being silent. Here is a senator, here's a government senator standing up to our own government saying, look, it should be for Barbadians too. It shouldn't just be for foreigners. And it happens in all of these Caribbean islands. And because we allow political parties to divide us so much, we take up what they do, maybe because we get this or we get that from them. And we don't seek to see the destruction that is happening around us or happening to us. But they always say, one day they will come to your doorstep and then you'll understand what I was saying, what that senator was saying. And so she's been replaced for speaking her mind against her own government. I always say that we in the Caribbean like to take up everything from North America. But we should take the good things too. Like people in the Republican Party can talk about their own party without being shoveled around and shoved out. People in the Democratic Party can do that too. We must take up the best that happened there, not the worst, and bring them to our islands. We must learn to speak about our governments when they do good and when they do bad. We are the ones that place them into office, not they themselves. We hold the power. And here's another subscriber writing something. It says, St. Vincent Times, the situation in Barbados is deteriorating in societal order and an increase in lawlessness among the population. Recently, we ran out of milk across all supermarkets and food prices are the highest in the Caribbean. The challenges we face are far more severe than they may appear. We kindly ask for your prayers, and as we navigate this difficult period, regrettably, the media in Barbados do not cover these issues as comprehensively as in other Caribbean nations, which means such matters may not reach your news outlets. The crime is also spiraling out of control. People are even stealing cars like crazy. You have multiple cars stolen daily. Plenty robberies every day as well. Don't get me started on these homicides. And all of it is being covered up by the local media. Motley spends 60% of each year abroad. She looks very good internationally, but living in the country is a different story. I currently do not have water in my taps right now. The country is running down, and there is no opposition. The opposition collapsed years ago. There is nobody else to vote for. Barbados has become pretty much a communist nation. Hopefully, YT doesn't delete my comment. And that's somebody out of Barbados. That's the person expressing their opinion. And you have every right to react to that opinion if you need to. You have every right. And then I went on further because someone sent me this to tell me we're in even more trouble. And this is what they're saying. This is our last chance to stop the tide of oversized construction in Barbados. And they're asking people to sign a petition against the demolition of the Whole Town Civic Center and its replacement with a 9th-floor concrete rise building. Right? And this is the building below down here. Whether you are a Bajan resident or visitor, help stop the demolition of historic civic center in Whole Town and the construction of another 9th-floor concrete monstrosity, which will turn Whole Town into a concrete jungle like Binodorm, take away beach access for locals, move important civic function to different difficult-to-reach countryside, put additional pressure on already strained infrastructure in Whole Town, traffic, water, electricity, sewage, counterproductive to efforts to stop climate change, and concreting over historic site in Bajan history. If we do not stop this, this lovely site will be replaced by a 9th-floor monstrosity, similar to the giant 8th-floor Hotel Indigo in Hastings, as the already under construction 7th-floor Hotel Royalton site at the old Discovery Bay Hotel. If we cannot protect the historic site, then all bets are off, and our beachfront will be concreted over in less than 10 years. There's a problem in Barbados. And you too can leave your comments in the section below and let me know what you think. And you have a right to voice your opinions. This is not me running down Barbados. This is a Caribbean channel and we discuss all things Caribbean. If you have an issue in St. Lucia, send it here. If you have an issue in Jamaica, send it here. If you have an issue in Trinidad, send it here. St. Vincent, Dominica, Grenada, send it here. And I will talk about it. Thanks for viewing. Leave your comments in the section below.